Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be learning how to use the lichess.org platform or mobile app as the case may be. Now, this is the second installment of our lichess.org beginner series. So this series basically wants to teach you how to use the Lichess platform. Now, in case you have not seen the first video, you need to go check that out because there we talked about the basics, we talked about navigating through the whole platform, we talked about your profile, we talked about how you can get to play games, basically everything under this menu. We as well talked about profile. So if you haven't watched that, please go check out that video. Now, in this particular one, we're going to be discussing everything under learn, puzzles, and watch. Now, the whole idea of this video is to teach you how to improve, all right, how to improve your skills in chess using the Lichess platform. So it's why we're covering learning and playing puzzles to improve, as well as everything under the watch menu. So stick with me. Without further ado, I'm going to get right into the business of today. Now, the first thing you need to know about Learn. Learn tool here is a very instructive tool, especially for the beginners to get to level up. Or maybe you're just a partner, you don't know anything about chess. It's a very good tool for you to, get to understand the basics. What it involves is when you click, it's going to teach you how the materials move and everything. As you go higher down each level, you're going to get more complex puzzles to solve. Basically, what you're trying to do here is to capture all of these stars in as short time as possible. So if you take longer than it's supposed to take, you're going to get penalized by getting fewer stars than normal. For instance, to solve this one, I'm supposed to take this star first, but I won't, and you see that I'm going to get a lesser score than 3 stars. So you just watch that now. I'm wasting a lot of time not solving this the fastest way. Look at that, I got 1 star. But if I wanted to get complete 3 stars, I would solve it the fastest way possible, which is actually like this. Okay? So don't fret if you're feeling it, you can always go back and get back the full stars you need to get. Okay? So that's all about learn. This is the same principle basically throughout all of the menu. So next thing we're moving on to is practice. After you must have learned how all the pieces move, you learn how to give a check and all of that. What you need to do then is to practice what you've learned. So the practice menu right here is a very good tool for that. It teaches you starting from the end game, which is one mistake many beginners make when they start playing out the game, is that they ignore learning the end game. And I think that is one very important thing they should do. The first menu we have here is basic checkmates. It's just teaches you how to practice improve, basically. So I'm going to quickly basic 3. All right, so like I said, it's a really good tool for you to get to learn and practice. Do not worry if you are not getting it the first time. As you practice more, they're going to give you hints and everything. You can check your hints right here to be able to see how exactly you can go about it. It's a good tool for you to get to learn how to play the game. In case you're past all of these beginner stages, you can move down into the more advanced one. As you can see, there is something for you regardless of what level of play you are in. So that's a very nice tool there to practice what you've learned. Next we have here is coordinates. Now coordinates is very good for you if you're just starting out the game, especially, and maybe you want to get familiar with the board and how to record your games or how to actually understand the way coordinates work. Come over here. The way it works is they just give you time and ask you to select the square, the name of the square. So I'm just going to quickly try some of this now. From back's perspective, this is lettered A, B, C. So B, this is the B. This is the B file, right? And this is the first round. So this is B1 right here. And as you can see, I just got a new score added. So to move quickly, this is E7, This is F2. This is G. Oh, my time just ran out, and I got 3 points for having gotten three questions correctly. So you can use that to practice how fast you can be in getting coordinates correctly. All right, so it can help you play games faster actually. Next thing we have here is the study. Now, this is probably the most powerful tool in this learn menu. In fact, it is the most powerful. I don't think. Yeah, it's the most powerful, right? Basically, what we have here is a collection of studies that has been created by some of them are masters, and you have access to them for free. So, for instance, if you want to learn a new thing here, let me give an example. I want to learn the London system. You can easily come over to studies, look for a study you like, and click on it, and get to learn more about whatever concept in chess you want to learn about. So as you can see, this person has created a study that teaching you the first moves in the London, and you just follow that along. The London system goes bishop out, then you follow up with e3. All right, so that is that about Lichess studies. So quickly moving on, like I said, it's a very powerful tool. You can actually go about creating your own studies. You know, if you get to learn some new things and you want to share it out to other persons, this is the Titans Chess Club Lichess account. On here, we're going to create our Lichess studies. I blocked them out right now. So the community of Titans Chess Club has access to these studies. You can always find out more in the video description. Now, quickly moving on from that, next here we have this coach. You can just click here in case you feel like hiring a coach. GMs and IMs and different types of players put their profile up here to encourage you to click on their link and learn from them. All right. So, but usually it is paid. I don't want to do too much on that. Let's move on to the freebies, and trust me, the freebies are actually still very, very helpful. So the next thing we have on our menu, is puzzles. Now, trust me when I tell you, and you don't actually have to take my word for it. You can go through, search through thousands of YouTube videos out there. How do I improve? How do I improve? Lichess, puzzles is a very, very great way for you to improve. And thankfully, Lichess.com provides a powerful library of different puzzles, regardless of what rating you are, what strength you are currently. There is a puzzle for your strength, and you can use that to practice, and get to improve. This right here is your puzzle rating. It's quite different from the normal rating you have in your profile. All right, it's very different and separate. So your puzzle rating just gets to rate your puzzle strength and how you can be able to access tactical positions or positions that require, you to find brilliancies. So as you get stronger, your puzzle rating gets higher, obviously. So you won't be playing cheap puzzles over and over. So the way it is basically is they bring out the game from the millions of games that are being played on the platform and ask you to make the correct move. So you just go, as you can see in this game, about 30 moves were played. This is the 30th move. The last move that was played was R times G6, which is who captures the pawn, asking what is the correct response to make. If I to quickly try and solve this puzzle, I do not see any reason why I can't capture with my phone. All right, yeah, I don't see any reason why not. And basically, I just take here and capture back, and yeah, we solve the puzzle. I just gained 254 elo points for having solved that puzzle. This is because this is a new account. As you play more games, the system kind of understands your rating and knows what amount of points to give you for each game. So it gets smaller as you get to play more consistently. Next thing we have here is your puzzle dashboard. Now this is the most beautiful part of the puzzle menu. All right, in the Lichess database. Unfortunately, this is a new account, so you cannot view right now all of the value that this gives. But basically, with the puzzle dashboard, you can get to select the puzzle theme you want and clicking puzzle theme right here. As you can see, you can select what kind of puzzles you want. Do you want puzzles from the openings? or from the video game. In case at this particular moment, what you are learning is the end games, you can just select puzzles from end games. That's what you want to keep learning. Okay. You can also select specific end games like bishop end games alone, or rook end games alone, or pawn end games alone. It's a very, very good way for you to really practice, and it's why Lichess is just so good. You can also check out here. You can see you can select puzzles by openings and by motifs. In case some of all these words here seem very, very weird to you, you don't understand, they seem strange, you can always go over to Tata Chess blog or our social media handles. We teach people how to learn and play the games and play chess there, right? So we have a series called Chess Lingo where we break down some of these chess terms in very, very easy terms on our Instagram and our blog, which is a little more comprehensive. So titanschessclub.org. Head over there now to learn more on what each of these things means. All right. So that is that about the puzzle dashboard. Now there are also fun games inside the game of chess. All right. Here you can be able to play puzzle streak. Basically, the way puzzle streak works is you get to be on a streak for solving puzzles very, very rapidly. You get to be on a streak. Okay. So as you can see right now, I'm on a streak. I have to play and keep solving puzzles. Right. I can be on a streak of, let's say, as far as I go. If I solve 30 puzzles correctly, I'll be on a streak of 30. The moment I miss one, the streak is over. Do you understand? So that is basically the way it works. You don't actually need to rush while you are solving your puzzle streak, because it's a streak and you really do not want to mess it up by missing the wrong moves. Okay, so take your time while solving your puzzle streak to make your streak last as long as possible. So that's now our puzzle streak. Next thing here we have is the puzzle storm. Now in the puzzle storm, basically what you have to do, I think it's self-explanatory. Solve as many puzzles as you can in the given time. The time given here is 3 minutes. Try to solve as many puzzles as you can. So while the other one you're trying to be very, very correct for as long as possible, here you're trying to see how many you get correct in as short time as possible. So those are fun things for you to try later on. I'm not going to do that in this video. Now, the next and probably the most interesting part, especially if you're in the community, is to join the puzzle racer. Now, the way puzzle racer works is basically you and a lot of persons get to play puzzles together, and you guys would see who is going to win first and who is going to get the highest number of points. Sorry, not who's going to win first. So as you start solving the puzzles, there isn't a community play right now, so I can't practicalize it right now. But assume you play with your friends. I can get to share this link, and my friends will join in on the puzzles, and each of us name is going to be arranged here. Basically, you can see other persons are joining right now because I clicked public. So when we start the game, once I start the puzzle, the time
5
starts.
4
okay, look at that.
3
The time starts,
2
and we try to solve as much puzzles as possible. Okay, and see who wins the race. You win the race by getting as many points as you can. All right, so this is just a very easy one. They're usually easy. All right, they're usually easy. So it's just a fun thing for you to try later. I'm going to quit this right now. And that is that about puzzles, ladies and gentlemen. What we have next is Lichess Watch. Now, obviously, after playing lots and lots of games, you may be tired at some point, and or maybe you're just not in the mood to play your own games at the same time. You can always head over to the Lichess TV to watch other persons play, even masters and all that. Right now, I have a 2,800 rated player playing, and you can get to watch his games, get to understand the way the masters play, and see the reasoning behind their moves and learn from it. So this is why I included this in the how to learn through Lichess platform. You can see it's a very it's not every day you have access to watching grandmasters and international masters games, but with the Lichess tool, it gives you access, free access. That's the greatest part. That's the most mind-boggling part. It's free access for you to watch all of these games and get to learn from them. Oh my, this IM is currently beating the national master 12-5. That's interesting. Anyways, quickly moving on from that. I think we've basically covered everything. You can watch the current game that's currently going on right now, which is what we're doing. You can have access to the streamers, people that are streaming chess through other platforms like Twitch and all of that. You can check out broadcasts from tournaments that may be going on at the moment, or even previous tournaments that has ended. All right, this is the tournament calendar for you to see future tournaments that are coming up and how you can be able to watch it live, watch it being broadcasted live. I think the candidate is currently coming up as at the time I'm recording this video. The 2022 candidate is coming up. You can always come over here to the tournament calendar and click to view. Once the tournament starts, you can be able to watch the broadcast live right here on Lichess. So that is that basically about this video. I thank you guys for tuning in today, and I hope that you have learned a lot actually. In case you are having some in case the branding and everything is kind of confusing to you, this is the Titans Chess Club presenting you with this video. It was actually created first for the Chess Bootcamp 2.0. Chess Bootcamp 2.0 is our second edition of an event where we get to teach beginners chess for free. Teach them for free, not just beginners, but even improving players as well. All right, so we invite guests, we invite some type of players to get to tutor them. And in case you wanted to know more about it, you can always head over to the group description, follow us on our channel, send a DM to the number or to any of our social media handles, and we'll get in touch with you. You join the waitlist for the next edition. All right, so once again, thank you for being here. Do well to check out the first video if you haven't already. The part 3 is going to be coming up next. In the part 3, we're going to be talking about how to analyze your games, how to participate and play well in tournaments. We're going to be talking about Open Explorer, the board editor, advanced searches, and more on studies. So it's very important to check that out as well. That's going to be released next week. So do well to join us then, and I will see you later. Thank you for joining in, and bye.